What's up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Now, of course, I just did my top 10 favorite 1981 and 1980 movies. So now today, I'm gonna do my top 10 favorite 1982 movies. So that being said, here's my favorite 1982 films. All right, coming in at number 10 is going to be a classic. That is 48 Hours. This movie is probably one of my favorite action comedies of the 80s. The film is actually, I could probably be mistaken here, but it's actually the first ever film that Eddie Murphy starred in. Because of course Eddie Murphy was popular on SNL back in days, so they decided to give Eddie Murphy his a shot on a big screen stardom, and 48 Hours was of course it. Then after that, of course, he did Beverly Hills Cop and whatnot. I love 48 Hours. It's a really classic action film. I mean, it's you paired up Eddie Murphy with a Nick Nolte. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I still probably prefer Beverly Hills Cop, but I still love 48 Hours. Another 48 Hours is actually Not What Have Bad, by the way. But the first 48 Hours is the best. Directed by Walter Hill, who gave us The Warriors. Man, if you guys never seen The Warriors, you're missing out. But anyway, yeah, 48 Hours is such a really fun film. I mean, Nick Nolte as cop Jack Cates, and you got Eddie Murphy as who pairs up with him as a Reggie Hammond, and their their on-screen chemistry works perfectly in this movie. If their chemistry didn't work, this movie probably wouldn't work. It's a really great one. I mean, it's probably one of my other favorite action movies of the 80s, and it's a really good one. If you guys never seen 48 Hours and another 48 Hours, they're both really good films. All right, coming in at number 9 is going to Diner. I mean, Diner was of course directed by Barry Levinson, almost as Sonnenfeld, um, and Tim Daly as this man named Billy, who returns home to Baltimore to serve as the best man at his upcoming wedding and all. Uh, and the person getting married is a childhood friend played by Steve Guttenberg, and they pretty much get together with their friends at a local diner where they trade stories about their lives and whatnot. It's pretty much a film about friendship, adulthood. Other people in this, you got Kevin Bacon, Mickey Rourke was in this. Diner is great. It's a great script. Well, it's been a while since I've seen this movie, but Diner is a really good one. And Barry Levinson, I've always been a Barry Levinson fan. Maybe not lately, because some of his movies lately has not been all that great. But Barry Levinson is still the man. And Diner, like I said, Diner had a great cast involved. Really good movie. Check out Diner if you guys haven't seen that. All right. Coming in at number 8 is going to be An Officer and a Gentleman. Starring Richard Gere as Zach Mayo, who of course ends up pretty much falls in love with this woman played by Deborah Winger, who's an outsider who hangs around at the Naval Base and all. And of course, Zach is a member of the U.S. Navy, and you also got Louis Gossett Jr. was in this. An Officer and Gentleman is a really great romance film. It's great performances by Richard Gere, by Deborah Winger. Really good film. I mean, if you guys never seen An Officer and Gentleman, check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. And it's probably a movie that still holds up today. All right, coming in at number 7 is going to be Tootsie, directed by Sidney Pollack. Starring Dustin Hoffman as a New York actor named Micah Dorsey, who's a talented perfectionist who ends up being hard on himself and others his agent, played by Sidney Pollack, can no longer afford to find work for him. So he ends up pretty much pretending to be a actress named Dorothy Michaels, and he also ends up falling for pretty much for his castmate played by Jessica Lange, Now, if this actually sounds a little familiar, uh, you guys probably remember that episode of Family Guy where Stewie wanted a role on that kids show, Pepper Ridge Farm, I think it was called, but there was like only casting calls for girls and he ends up dressing up as a female. That's pretty much like a play on of Tootsie. And Dustin Hoffman, it's probably one of Dustin Hoffman's finest work. He is great in this movie. And Sidney Pollack, like I say, directed this movie. Well, what's Sidney Lumet? I don't know why, but I always mix up Sidney Pollack and Sidney Lumet for some reason. But yeah, Tootsie is really great, and it's also like it also got like a Broadway show as well, which I had never seen because Broadway shows are not what you call cheap. But the movie version is really great. You know, one of these days I'm gonna do my top.
Well done. Well done.
What's that?
Hey, it looks casual.
Sorry about that. One of these days I'll probably do my top 10 favorite Dustin Hoffman movies because Hoffman is what you call a legend, and he was terrific in Tootsie. Oh, and apologize about the noise. You know, I live next door to a bar, and they're all like drunken folks come around. So yeah, so my apologies about the noise. Anyway, coming in at number 6 is going to be the Dark Crystal. Now, the Dark Crystal is awesome. I mean, it was like Game of Thrones, but with, well, I should say more like Lord of the Rings, but with puppets. And anyway, the Dark Crystal is great. And now, also another thing, if you guys if you guys don't know, next.
I told Max.
Sorry about that. Anyway, next month on Netflix, Dark Crystal is coming back called the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, I think it's called. I cannot wait for that, by the way. But the original Dark Crystal, you know, it didn't do well when it got released, but it actually regained like a cult following, like on VHS sales and all, and it's a really good one. I mean, it was of course from the Hanson Company, and it's one of like the Hanson Company's finest work. And the movie is like really beautiful. It's a really good one. I mean, lots of puppets here. The crystal look cool. Definitely check out the Dark Crystal. And well, I gotta rewatch this movie again, especially in time for the new Netflix thing. All right, coming in at number 5 is going to be The Ding. Now, The Ding is, of course, a remake of The Ding from Outer Space, and this one was directed by John Carpenter. I've kind of mentioned The Ding a couple of times, but it's an '80s classic. It's one of the like remakes that's actually better than the original. You know, you got Kurt Russell here. I mean, you got a creature who he's pretty much like a horror version of Ditto from Pokemon. Let me just look at it that way. It's kind of like a sci-fi version of Ditto, and it's a really cool one. I mean, this thing could affect like other people, and another person could end up becoming the alien. And anywho, yeah, for all my UK followers, this is New York City, by the way, just so y'all know. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, The Thing is a really great one. You know, Kurt Russell was great. It's a horror sci-fi classic. It's definitely like it's definitely a remake that I bring up when everyone says that horror remakes stinks and whatnot. Because if horror remakes, because really, The Thing is definitely a remake that surpasses the original. And yeah, I really like The Thing. All right, coming in at number Sorry about that again. Anyway, coming in at number 4 is probably my favorite horror movie of the 80s, and that is Poltergeist. Poltergeist is a classic right there. I mean, it's pretty much about like this family who pretty much one of them finds like a skull, in the ruins, and they end up picking up, and because of that, their house ends up getting haunted. Like, for example, the little girl in this ends up getting sucked into the TV. You got a creepy clown in this. A tree is involved. It's a really great one, and it's it's definitely a horror movie that holds up today. You've got great performances by Craig T. Nelson. You got Joe Beth Williams in this. You got the late Dominic Dunn is in this, as well as the late Heather O'Rourke. Boy, this movie, like, when you watch this, it's really heartbreaking to really watch, because both Dominic Dunn, who plays the teen daughter in this, and Heather O'Rourke, who plays the little girl in this, they passed away way too young. I think Dominic Dunn was like only 19 or 20 when she passed away, while Heather O'Rourke was like 12 years old when she died. It's a pretty heartbreaking. Like, the film is, like, from what I've been hearing, this movie is completely cursed. Poltergeist was a cursed film, but that aside, it's still a really great one, and just love it. And not to mention the one who plays the kid, Robbie, played by Oliver Robbins. He has a new movie that he's starring in, like a new horror film, which I kind of want to see. I mean, I haven't seen that dude acting in ages. So, but anyway, if you guys never seen the original Poltergeist, it's a really good one. All right, coming in at number 3, it's going to be coming in at number 3 is going to be First Blood, starring Sylvester Stallone as the man himself, John Rambo. I mean, this movie is probably one of my favorite action movies of the 80s. I mean, Sylvester Stallone I think he kills it as the role of John Rambo. He plays the role of John Rambo really well. And you also got Brian Dennehy was also great in this. Really good cast, and it is really bloody. It's violent. It has loads of action. Really awesome action film. And of course, it followed up with other Rambo movies, and not to mention we got a new Rambo film. Anywho, we got like a new Rambo movie coming out this September, which I'm really psyched for. But First Blood is, if you guys never seen First Blood, check it out. And of course, the last Rambo movie is called Last Blood. So we had First Blood, now we're getting Last Blood. So yeah, but as I was saying, if you guys never seen First Blood, definitely check that one out. All right, coming in at number 2 is going to be Fast Times at Ridgemont High. This is one of my favorite comedies of the 80s.
You had that on point, but like.
Anyway, Fast Times at Ridgemont High is awesome. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite raunchy teen movies of all time. I kind of already said that if it wasn't for Porky's, we wouldn't have stuff like American Pie and whatnot. Also, if it wasn't for this, we wouldn't have the raunchy teen films we got today. I mean, it is really great. I mean, you got a very young Sean Penn in this who plays like a anyway, Sean Penn in here pretty much plays like pretty much a stoner named Jeff Spicoli. You also have a young Jennifer Jason Leigh. You had a young Nicolas Cage in this, Judd Reinhold's in this, Forrest Whitaker, which I always keep forgetting Forrest Whitaker and Nick Cage were in this. That's not, and also, not to mention, I mean, come on, you also got Phoebe Cates in this. I mean, Phoebe Cates in this had a really iconic scene. And, of course, the scene where Phoebe Cates is coming out from the pool and blah, blah, blah. I mean, yeah, that for a man like myself, that scene is iconic right there. And also, Jeff and Jason Leigh was great in this, too. I mean, It's a really great movie. I mean, it's pretty much like a great coming of age film. It's a raunchy teen comedy. Great cast. And not to mention, the director of this is the director Amy Heckerling, who also gave us Clueless. So there's that. But if you guys never seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High, if I sometimes when I rewatch that movie, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, I always imagine that movie was released today. Like if that movie was released today, the characters would all be on the phones. I mean, like teen movies was because we didn't have like social media back then and whatnot. Teen movies back then was very different. But
Yeah, it's so good.
anywho, yeah, definitely check out Fast Times. It's like I said, it's one of my favorite teen movies of that era. All right, my number one favorite movie of 1982. Funny, yesterday my number one favorite movie of 1981 was a Steven Spielberg movie. Well, it repeats. My number one favorite movie of 1982 is also a Spielberg movie, and that's going to E.T. E.T. is a masterpiece. I mean, a friendship about a kid and a alien. I mean, what not to like about that? You got the classic bike scene. It's also probably one of Steven Spielberg's best work in my opinion. It's a really great movie. You got Henry Thomas as the kid, Elliot. You got a very young Drew Barrymore. Of course, Dee Wallace plays the mother in this. I still own ET on a VHS. Yes, I still have VHS. Yes, I still have a VHS tape, by the way. But man, I gotta get this on Blu-ray. Can't really record if ET is on Blu-ray or not. If so, I gotta really get it because I just love ET so much. It's iconic, and like I said, I'll be down to see them do like a sequel in the near future. Not a remake, a sequel. But hey, ET is still a classic, so guess it doesn't like. I don't even think Spielberg will ever do a remake. But yeah, ET is definitely great. Like, I'm actually hoping that maybe like a movie theaters and whatnot will like do a re-release of ET because I will literally pay money just to watch on the big screen. I seriously never seen ET on the big screen, so if AMC ever has those Phantom events and whatnot, I might take some time out and watch ET on the big screen. That would be cool to watch. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. Coming number 10, 48 Hours. 9, Diner. 8, An Officer and Gentleman. 7, Tootsie. 6, The Dark Crystal. 5, The Thing. 4, Poltergeist. 3, First Blood. 2, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. 1, E.T. Now, 1982 had loads of other movies back then as well. Let's see. Other 1982 movies included Blade Runner. Lots of people probably had Blade Runner in that list. I mean, I like Blade Runner, but I was never really the biggest Blade Runner guy. Like between Indiana Jones, Blade Runner, and Star Wars, Blade Runner is actually my least favorite out of the three. To be honest with you, it's still a good movie. I'm not like poo pooing on the movie or anything. It's still good, but anyway, Tron. I like Tron. Uh, Star Trek Wrath of Khan. I probably could have added. I love the Star Trek movies and TV and whatnot. But to be honest, I was never really like the world's biggest Star Trek guy. I'm more of a Star Wars guy. But I still Star Trek now. But anyway, other stuff you got Conan the Barbarian, Rocky 3, Sophie's Choice, The Verdict, Annie, Cat People, Gandhi, Airplane. Oh, definitely not Airplane 2. Creep Show, Grease 2, which lots of people hate Grease 2. I'm one of those who actually like Grease 2. Of course, not as good as the John Travolta one, but Grease 2 with Michelle Pfeiffer, I still kind of enjoy it. So, anyway, also A World According to God with Robert Williams, That with Scott Baio, The Toy, the original Swamp Thing directed by Wes Anderson. One of the best bad movies ever. I mean, if you guys want a good laugh, watch the movie Swamp Thing. I still haven't finished the TV show, by the way, because it, since they announced its cancellation, I was like, I'm not even gonna bother. I mean, maybe once like another streaming service, whatever takes it, maybe I'll finish the Swamp Thing show. But anyway, but the movie version it's one of the best bad movies there is. So Anyway, let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your favorite movies of 1982? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Team Movies, signing off.